Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I've got 3 stories to share with you in this very latest Moon Lambo hot jam, including this one, which is coming to you courtesy of one James K. Filan. He's an attorney and a member of the XRP community. There's a new SEC reply insisting that they get an extension for the discovery process, which I think is absolutely absurd. So I'm going to share with you opinions from Mr. Filan as well as attorney Jeremy Hogan, another member of the XRP community. And then there was this headline somewhere around here. Here we go. Ripple hires new lawyer as courts discuss fair notice. And so there's people as a result of this thinking that this is an indication that this whole court process is going to drag out much longer than people think. There's not going to be a settlement, so I wanted to touch on that. And then there's this article from CoinDesk. Arrington Capital launches $100 million Algorand ecosystem fund. And this is interesting because Michael Arrington here, he's a founder of TechCrunch, but he's also created Arrington XRP Capital, and he's a huge fan of XRP, so you might be wondering what in the ever-loving hell is going on here. Why not just XRP? So we'll talk about that as well. But I do want to be clear at the outset, I don't have a financial background of any kind or legal background, so you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. This is not financial advice. Just want to be super duper clear. And so here's a tweet from attorney James Filan. The SEC just filed a reply in support of its request that the court extend the deadlines for both fact and expert discovery by 60 days. Now, the fact that the SEC relies on a 13-page affidavit from MoneyGram that is dated and signed 3 months ago undercuts its claim that it is behind the 8 ball or at a disadvantage in the discovery process. The SEC has had more than enough time to complete discovery on the current schedule. And so keep in mind, the SEC and Ripple, they agreed to a schedule, and now the SEC is claiming that they can no longer handle this, and they're blaming Ripple because of all the documents that Ripple needs and this and that. Frankly, they're being a little baby back biachos as a result of losing emotion, and now they have to share all their internal documents, not literally all, but internal documents about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, so we can get an idea of how their thought process evolved, how they came to conclude that Bitcoin and Ethereum are commodities while XRP is a security. So we're going to be privy to that stuff, or at least the Ripple's legal team is. So that'll be something right there. But they're claiming that it's too burdensome. All this, my gosh, we need another 60 days. I don't freaking buy it. We are in the age of the internet, my friends, and it's not that hard to look up all of these documents using a search function and then just share them. I don't buy this in the least, even if you have to go through them. My gosh, there's no way that they need all of this extra time. 60 days for all this? My God. You know what? If they wouldn't spend so much damn time bitching up a storm about nonsense and having all sorts of ridiculous legal filings that were completely unethical and illogical, maybe they would have had more time to do the rest of the stuff that they're claiming they don't have enough time for. How about that? And then there was an XRP community member who said in response to that, "Hi, James. When do you think we will hear anything on the pending rulings in this case? It's been a while since we heard from Judge Netburn." To which James responded, "I wish I knew. You just can't predict these things." So we're all just waiting, and we'll all find out at the same time. Now, attorney Jeremy Hogan retweeted that message from attorney Filan and wrote the following. "The very first federal rule of civil procedure, the rules, should be construed," and this is a quote, "should be construed, administered, and employed by the court and the parties to secure the just, speedy, and inexpensive determination of every action and proceeding." And that's the end of the quote there. So that, and now this is Jeremy continuing, so that is, why is my cadence all messed up? So, that is the ground rule. Whereas here, a party wants to extend the discovery deadlines. The burden is on it to prove why it is necessary. I think looking at Roman numeral 3 of the SEC's motion, it fails to be very specific about what facts it still needs to develop, and that is a problem for it. That being said, extensions down here in Florida are somewhat routinely granted with bare proof. I don't know that what is typical in New York, but a Florida judge is likely to provide some additional time on a first request, but us Floridians are a touch strange after all. So who knows? Maybe they'll get what they want. I don't know, but it's a bunch of nonsense as far as I'm concerned either way here. Then there was this. Ripple hires new lawyer as courts discuss fair notice. Ripple saw two significant legal developments this week. It has added a new lawyer to its legal team, and it is contesting a key accusation from the SEC. Nicole Tatz of Cleary, Gottlieb, Steen, and Hamilton, LLP, which is, by the way, a very lawyery name. That's exactly what, just four people's last names, smash them together, you got a law firm. Anyway, so Nicole has joined Ripple's legal team as announced by James K. Filan today. The news has been met with mixed reception. On a positive note, Nicole has a background in government investigations with a particular emphasis on securities litigation. She has represented clients in front of many authorities, including the U.S. SEC. That suggests she is ideal for Ripple, which has been accused of operating an unregistered securities offering by the SEC. However, others have noted that the addition of a new lawyer to the case means that legal proceedings could be extended. And so on that last point, I'm actually not so convinced of that. From what I've gathered from, I don't know, I guess I'd say probably John Deaton, another member of the XRP community who is an attorney, Jeremy Hogan, and Mr. Filan, what I've gathered from them is that you should expect things to carry on as normal, even if there are serious settlement talks in the background. We're not going to know about it, and they have to continue operating on the assumption it's not. So I don't think that this is necessarily a sign that this case is going to go on forever or not be settled. I think we just don't know because we're not privy to that information. That's just my take on it. And then there's this. Arrington Capital launches $100 million Algorand ecosystem fund. Michael Arrington's crypto venture capital firm, Arrington Capital Management, is launching a $100 million fund for bets on projects building on the Algorand blockchain. Called the Arrington Algo Growth Fund, AAGF, the fund will invest in tokens and equity. Arrington, the founder of the TechCrunch blog, told CoinDesk in a telephone interview. It is Arrington's second crypto-focused fund after the flagship Arrington XRP Capital Fund, which in March reported $236.7 million in assets. And so, by the way, and I don't know if this is surprising anybody, but Arrington XRP Capital Fund, XRP actually isn't their largest holding. And that's not some bad thing. It's actually a case that Michael Arrington in particular loves how incredible XRP is for moving money around the planet. You can move like tens of millions of dollars for like a fraction of a penny and in 3 seconds, right? It's amazing. It's absolutely astonishing. And so what they did is they denominated everything in their fund in XRP. So that's the purpose of it. And so that's real world utility that's functionally being recognized. And so at the bottom of this article, he wrote the following. They cited the following. This is a quote from Arrington. "We are extremely loyal to Ripple and to XRP, and we believe in that ecosystem, but it's a multi-chain world. I'm interested," and that's fair, by the way. Like, there's not going to be one coin to rule them all. And then they say, "As for how the XRP army will react," and here's a quote from Arrington again, "I'm interested in the answer to that myself. We'll see," he said. Well, I can only speak for myself, and so I shall. I'm all for it. I want other successes. I want other cryptocurrencies to find traction. I want XRP to be one of the cryptocurrencies that has long-term viability. But yeah, I'd love to see other success. I just want a bigger pie. Like that's what I'm looking for here. And I think that most people in the XRP community are mature enough that I suspect that we're all more or less pretty much going to feel the same. So I'm all on board for this. This is not some sort of negative XRP or anything like that. Just try a bunch of stuff and we shall see what sticks. But I'll wrap it there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.